career, excelling in my field. I'm doing all that I can. My plan is to understand.
Stay down, work hard till the payoff starts. You know it's real.
Most you rappers suck. You probably one of them. But that ain't my business. But that ain't my business.
Didn't think that was gonna be useless. Nah, hey. That didn't give me no excuses. Nah, hey. That didn't mean I was gonna be useless. Nah.
.NET, random idiot. .NET, random idiot. .NET, random idiot. .NET, random idiot. Random idiot.
Who's the greatest Olympia rapper of all time? Might not be much, but that little bit is all mine. I told them don't stick your hand out palm side of the dog bites. They keep feeding me bones, now everyone who's rawhide. It's not about what you're looking for, it's what you're noticing. And if you notice, I don't just sit on my name, I'm holding it, the greatest. There's a lot of C's, but this one is...
Don't just pull in when you pull in then, pause. We got 10-year card, 4 MCs by MCs. Just your boy Snack King Cole. Make some noise. I said, wait a minute. 4 MCs by MCs. Alright, just make sure y'all motherfuckers paying attention. Miz, take the mic.
What's up? This Miz of the Real Life Clique, and thank y'all for coming out to the 10-year anniversary of the 4 MCs by MCs. This matchup is some motherfucking shit, because these two motherfuckers, for one, they hate each other. Like, they really, really fucking hate each other. Like, all the racist shit they were saying behind the scenes was fucking out of control. Like, y'all have no idea. So this shit's gonna get really out of hand. We got extra security in the building tonight, specifically for this fucking battle. I want cooler heads to prevail. We don't want any violence, guys. So, you know, keep it clean. Anyway, with that said, I want to shout out our sponsors, which are Northwest Custom Merch, aka his album A Chip in a Chair, Random Idiot Clothing, which made this dope ass shirt I'm wearing, and they got a booth right over there. Go fuck with they shit, they fire. Get Low Designs, Pacific Northwest Music Company, Sarah Morris Realty, LST Boys Entertainment, Paige Turner, and Lindsay fucking Fisher. So thank everybody for coming out, doing their thing. This the shit we all been waiting for. Did we flip the coin already? Oh shit, Patron going first, alright? Well shit. Patron, announce yourself real quick.
Patron, Lacey the Legendary, let's go.
Hey, get it. Hey.
Heretic the Heathen, or half-gallon Heretic they call me these days. What's up, man? Olympia, Washington, 4 MCs by MCs. Thank y'all so much for coming out. You know, rest in peace to the homie Trey, DJ Lover J, Safe, Slim, Solo, AD, Lucid. Make some noise for them. Make some noise for the host with the most, Snack King Cole. Miz holding it down all night. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for dealing with my stress, guys. And I'm gonna let this guy rap. Alright, Patron, round 1. Let's go, boy.
This was 10 years in the making. I didn't want to take it at first, but I felt compelled to. And as your homie, everything I'm about to tell you is only to help you create a better version of yourself, like how Seattle did Bellevue. So just think about all the battles that got canceled and fell through. Some of you saw this matchup on paper and were thinking classic. Tried to promote it as who will be king of Olympia. Man, I don't want to be the king of that shit. I got love for Olympia, but I'm from Lacey, and we can sub cities all day. It doesn't faze me. I'm sure whatever towns you was moving herb in wasn't racy, so to cap it all off, you should just embrace me. Who really run the 360? We gotta put actions before the words, how the prefix go. I was like Battle Rap's Hitman without the remix, yo. You was opening up for DL Murray and remix shows. Let's keep this pro. No, fuck that. Give me the crown before I snatch it off. We don't even have to do the back and forth. You want to be a true Olympian? Pass the torch. And I'll run laps around you.
I see you, Patron. Come on. I see you.
And I'll run laps around you. You thought this would be a contest? That's just rude. I don't even mean to disrespect dude, but of course I'ma beat you. I taught you your best moves. Or at the very least I left clues. Told you to let loose. And all I get from you is excuse after excuse. We could even check the stats. But what would that test prove besides that having more angles shouldn't add up to less views?
Yeah. Yo. That's hard.
Now I see why they call it 4MC. If he say he be happy with a meal, he was talking Mickey D's. It's like he got a residency at McCoy's. This where he always be. Stay close to home like third base. This MC search and still find it hard to leave. But wait, I said 4 MCs. Oh wait, this motherfucker's name is Colin McGee. Colin McGee? He gonna be calling the troops. Calling him out his name, they gonna call it abuse. For the record, I don't fake beef with my friends, I got real problems. This the type of shit you wanna put in the air tonight? That's how you feel, Collins? That's why I couldn't do generic bars. I promised to win. Just think phone booth. Only way to treat Colin Farrell will be to dial it in. Spoiler alert, he gets shot at the end. But that was a rubber bullet. This is not for pretend. Let's go.
Let's go. Make some noise for that first round from Patron. Hey, yo. Bottom of the first on Heretic. Fight back.
I can't front. That was a hard verse. Especially that part where you put an S on the end of my name that isn't there just to make a bar work. You used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream right or die, I thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war and you ain't on the side with me. Now I'm just playing. You know this battle's just for sport. Now I'm just playing. You know this battle's just for sport. So you ready? You ready? Man, shut up, dork. He's like, what'd you interrupt me for? That was to prove now me and God cut you short. And I better not hear no bars about you be getting tough in war, cause repping the league is the only time you ever up the floor. Let's go. This whole friendship's been a facade, and now it's time I expose the truth. I only pretended to be your friend so I could get close to you. The purpose to gather dirt, and now I'm sitting on a gold mine, and I can finally tell you I've hated your fucking guts the whole time. And I'm sorry, man, I would have told you sooner, bruh, but I still want to get invited to them cookouts so I could eat all that fire lumpia. That shit is fire. That is fire. Now we agreed not to get super personal, and he fell for that. Like, what a sucker. Cause I'ma talk about your girl, and I want her y'all to, and love like a motherfucker. And Chifo, way cooler than you. Like, how are you even this younger brother? Your parents, inspiring. I love the way they love each other. I adore the Patrons. Every single uncle, nephew. I adore the Patrons. Every single uncle, nephew, aunt, and niece. But help me understand this, please. How does such a funky, ugly little twig grow off of such a beautiful family tree? Patron, Patron, sing it, Patron, Patron. What the fuck is that? You trying to start a new category in hip-hop called stutter rap? I can't front though. I used to love that track, but now it just makes me upset and mad. Like when you but please shut your trap before I fucking snap and punch your ass. He is good with the hooks though. shit, the crowd used to get amped for that. He'd make the fans react, they chant it back, but it's kind of fitting he's good at making anthem tracks, because it's always some repetitive bullshit every time you get a chance to rap. Now, let's talk about your slogan, because that shit's a mess. All these bitches get dressed like it's prom night. You couldn't have come up with anything different, Jeff? First of all, it's bad grammar. Secondly, it's a stretch, because girls don't say they're going to Macy's to get dressed. It's get dressed, not get dressed. Where did the ED at the end come from? And you should know the proper meaning of the word address. You work for the Postal Service, you big dum-dum. And I know you're a player that keeps it extra pimping, but for once in your life, could you just have respect for women? Like, yeah, we're battle rappers and we're supposed to be all vicious and malicious, but you talking about high school girls getting ready for the night of their young lives and you calling them bitches? His Twitter handle is Coffin P. Like, ooh, that ain't supposed to scare you and invoke some terror. But it really didn't have that effect. Well, at least not until the COVID era. But now, Coffin P, that sounds like a rotten dude, the type to walk up smooth, cough on you, and now whatever he got, you got it too. His other alias is Pint-Sized Patron. Now that name makes me feel inclined to head to the pub with me lads like it's chilling time. Now I'm knocking back some Guinness and feeling fine. What I'm trying to say is I'm Irish, so it's in my blood to kill a pint.
Let's go, make some noise for that first round. We got Patron, top of the second, fight back.
Let's keep it a buck. I'm the reason you stepped your sneaker game up. Back then, your shoes had more lean in them than styrofoam cups. I just couldn't understand what kind of man wants to be a fan of a scrub. Like who wants to rep a brand that looks like it's been ran through the mud? Speaking of 4 MCs by MCs, side note, I said speaking of 4 MCs by MCs, side note, I always had a few discrepancies with the logo as far as the design go. First off, shouldn't MCs have an apostrophe? Isn't that a typo? Yeah. Shouldn't there be something to like show that it's MCs plural and not 3 letters in a row? But what do I know? Then you went and put a microphone against a battle axe. But why though? This your rendition of the pen is mightier than the sword? Yeah, that's nice, bro. Displaying battle rap as a form of combat? Still, it's not actually a fight, so why the battle axe? Might as well have been a spiked bat, or a mace, or a scythe. No, you went with a battle axe because you already couldn't hack it at life. Oh, you took an L. You took an L. Would you look at this shit? It's not even up to scale. Like if you had a microphone this big, that axe would be big enough to chop a fucking whale. It's dumb as hell. You went and tatted the shit on your arm too? What a fucking fail. Tuck your tail. Clearly you've been suffering. You had to put the studio on hold. Your material was struggling. I mean, your old shit was alright, but it's nothing new. You dropped Writer's Block 2, and that was like 12 years ago. I guess that shit came true. What, you didn't like the ideas? Indecisive? Wasn't sure if you should write it? It's worse than you think. You mean to tell me you went and got a 4 MCs by MCs tattoo? Now all of a sudden you worry about permanent ink? Yo, this dude worry about permanent ink? Well, it's no wonder. You'll always be number 2, and you still won't let the lead fly. You a pencil pusher. Can't even hold your head high. I done did a song with you, get you back into your music lane. But you'd have got killed if we were on the same track. Like that movie Bullet Train, but... wins under my belt now. You don't want to go 12 rounds, you'll regret it. You don't want to discredit the self-doubt. And just like how you be talking through the footage, you can edit yourself out.
Hold it down.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Make some noise. Bottom of the second on Heretic. Fight back.
Now, that part about my music career is not true. You're giving me too much credit. There's not actually even a writer's block, too. Now, you say beautiful art doesn't beg to be looked at. Yeah, you stay quoting that. But that's a load of trash and a pretentious excuse for your freeloading ass not to promote a match. But promoting this battle, you just might be forced to, because ain't shit gonna be beautiful tonight. Nah, this is just gonna get ugly for you. All these names on your resume, you've had a whole range of victims, but you never apply yourself or try to change your system. You should have been on your job, hustling with insane ambition, yet all that hard work, but it's a lack of promo that's kept you in the same position. Every time I threw an event, the venue was popping and packed full of fans that came through to watch them. But shit, you don't promote. You'd rather choose the option where you act like the crowd at McCoy's and let the bars do the talking. Hard hitting punches, high energy, and fire schemes. As far as battle rap goes, that's your entire thing. A little offstage character you should try to bring. The boring housewife of battle rap. He's got no identity outside the ring. What you gotta say about me? I got awkward body language, my stage presence is trash, and I gotta change it. Arms at my side, it's where they're probably hanging. Walking around stage like this, you can't tell me that I'm not a penguin. Then there's you, rapping like, my name is Jeffrey, and I brought the weaponry, cause I heard Heretic wanna step to me. Yeah, that's the style that you got. Up here sounding like a Filipino Tupac. Against G-Show, you had a scheme about your phone that was lame as fuck. When you're literally writing about the device that you're writing, that might be a signal it's time to hang it up. Yo! I can picture you writing for your next battle in the kitchen, looking at all the appliances, uninspired, trying to figure out if maybe there's some words you can rhyme them with, like if it's over beef, I'll grab the burner and make the toaster pop, because when I dish out bullets, they'll sink in and burn like when the stove is hot. Born champion, you can tell by the name of my city I came to get the win. By the end of the battle, I'll have the crowd yelling, finish him. So far ahead of him in this race, he'll probably just come limping in. But what you expect, putting a kid from Lacey against a born and raised Olympian? Let's go! I'll turn Team Slick Talk into Team Split Talk. So tell AKA and Swamp it's your side or mine. Now pick squads. Now I'm just playing. Y'all know this is some friendly shit talk, but if them grungy punks want to band with you, I got fists like metal and they can get rocked. Let's go! Now it's kind of funny when it comes to the crew. I get labeled the nerdy cat, and somehow you got the urban swag, when I was the one that worked the trap moving urban bags. Cause while you had that cush day job, I was working nights, moving perks and bikes in some dirty nights. So, moving perks and bikes in some dirty nights. So of course when it comes to your shoe game, I couldn't compete, but it's easy to stay with some clean J's when you ain't ever stepped a foot in these streets. So who's the best dressed? So who's the best dressed? Yeah, he'll probably win that as usual. Of course he's fresh to death. You always wear your finest when you're headed to your funeral. Shit, back east, the family business was a funeral home. My grandpa would embalm the bodies, put them in their most beautiful clothes. So it's kind of fitting I made a hobby out this rap shit, cause it's in my family to prep a body for a casket. Let's go! And I know I got a mean flavor, but my voice is going out and that's why I sound like an angry teenager.
Let's go, make some noise, y'all. We got the bottom
December the 3rd. On Patron, fight back.
Let's go. What is a heretic? A heretic is somebody who opposes the church and their religious beliefs. So you would think that this league is filled with villains and creeps, since you the president of the company, but you live like a beast. No Hit Boy or Nas, but your king's a disease. Heretic, you a derelict. And y'all condone that shit. I could understand if you were a younger, up-and-coming artist, but you grown as shit. I gotta hand it to you. You stood tall, and you own that shit. I just feel sorry for your girl. She the one that gotta moan that shit. Heretic the heathen? Heretic the heathen? Heretic the heathen? Couldn't sound stupider. That would be like calling yourself Hangman, the executioner. Drag him to hell. Introduce him to Lucifer. If you're not reaching for that higher power, then who you do it for? You really think I'm trying? Please. This is easy. If you and Jay did the fusion dance, you'd be 5 MCs. And you still couldn't beat me. And that's why you mad, because your favorite's watching me. I got 100 ways to flip money, like K philosophies. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. For those of you who know Heretic, you know he has a pet cat named Smokey.
Rest in peace.
Unfortunately, Smokey passed away. Bless the dead. He was kind of cool, low-key. But then, a few months passed, Heretic got a whole new cat and named him Smokey. But you can't just duplicate that relationship. That's the type of shit that provoked me. Look, you trying to replace a living soul? That's gotta drag. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but the cat's out the bag. I mean, maybe you're not as thorough as you say you are. And you taking that phrase, a cat's got 9 lives, way too far. I mean, normally I wouldn't say this shit, but seeing as how you're atheist, I figured you'd be okay with it because animals die. That's just the way it is. But do me a favor. If and when I go, don't try to clone me. The one in Patron Lee. And if you do me a favor. If and when I go, don't try to clone me. The one in Patron Lee. And if you see him chilling with another Filipino rapper that raps, I said if you see him chilling with another Filipino homie that raps, this motherfucker a phony. But rest in peace, Smokey, the OG. Hey!
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Make some noise. All right, last round on Heretic. Rest in peace, Smokey. Fight back.
All these fake angles. Bro, you are extra fraud. I got one cat named Fiona, one named Cheddar Bob. Not a cat named Smokey too. So you might think you're spitting that hard, but it's kind of funny. The one cat's named Cheddar Bob because you just shot yourself in the dick with that bar. Let's go. And for the record, when we're having sex and my girl's calling my name, she doesn't call me Heretic, she calls me Colin because Colin's my name. Is in the preparation. Yet you always write last minute, so you've never had that dedication. All the fans kept on waiting, saying you'd be the next to make it. But shit, ironically, it was your own procrastination that's kept us waiting. We've all been extra patient, waiting for you to live up to our expectations. But if you ain't made it by now, you'll probably never make it like how you beat Jay, but Jay was the one to take that next step to greatness. All that merch you kept on making, I hope it's really paid off. Those flightless bird shirts were way hot. I think you really did a great job. But the way you stay winging it, it kind of fits. That's something you'd make, dog, because just like those flightless birds, your career never did take off. We were arguing who was
was the king of the 360 when MT Money butted in. Talking about he won the VIN and the pin and really been out here hustling. And that was some profound truth. I guess he does wear the crown too. Like how could he not be the king of the 360 the way he's been working circles around you? See, this ain't me being a hater and listing all your fuck-ups. This that coach giving you tough love. That parent that's telling you what's what. Because I used to be the one on the team that wanted to shine. Because I used to be the one on the team that wanted to shine, but that was my former self. Now I want success for my best friend more than I want it for myself. Let's go! Because you've always been that ride or die that was by my side. The one that kept the league name buzzing when the rest of the squad left us high and dry. So I'm sorry I've been giving you this beat down for the last 3 rounds, but it's that big brother treatment. Anybody else tries that shit, I'll knock their fucking teeth out. Let's go! Hey, hold it down! So R.I.P. Safe, Slim, Solo, and Trey. AD, Lucid, and DJ Lover J. Even though you're no longer here, I get the sincerest feeling when we do this hip-hop shit. Your spirit's in the building. So tell Ian to grab a bottle and start pouring up. A shot for all these bitch-ass haters in the back ignoring us. No, I said let's go. So tell Ian to grab a bottle and start pouring up. A shot for every fan, MC, and sponsor that supported us. A decade in the game. I can't believe we made it 10 years. An established platform in the region. We really earned our tenure. Yeah. It's 4MCs forever, because we'll always be an active force. In 30 years, we'll have Miz hosting battles in the geriatric ward. Talking about tonight, we got a classic rematch from a battle that first happened in the 2000 Juice Duels. So everybody, make some noise for Heretic the Senior versus Pint Size Prune Juice. This last half a round cost me the battle. That's probably something I will hear. But I'll hold that L gladly if it means giving my homie his flowers while he's still here. So thanks for coming to Olympia and paying us a home visit, because a party ain't a party without a little Patron in it.